Hey, welcome back to another episode from Life for Living Well. My name is Richard. Before I dive into the topic that I have for this week, if you'd like to sign up for our weekly email where we distribute all the articles when we publish it on the platform, please on the website put your email down and you will be one of the members that receive the weekly article that we push out there. Once again, the website, the community website is www.lifeforlivingwell.com. So let's dive into it without taking much of your time. As we continue for the series that we've been looking at, how to travel alone and how to travel generally, and also to look for five distinct things that we learn or we will be able to learn in the country that we chose. So this week I'm looking at five things. Being in the Netherlands with teachers, some people call it Holland. As we normally open the podcast, we start with a one quotation and we build our message around it, and that quotation mostly because it's inspiring, that's why we choose it. And something that I'm taking this week is not particularly to individual, but it's something common as for a Dutch person when they speak, when they in conversation, especially people in the middle age, they use to quote to inspire. And there's so many few words that are so inspiring when people quote it. So, and it's more related to water, river, trade, travel. So, if you really keen about the Dutch as a people, you will get a lot to know about their background as well, because they are very one of the strong uh, country or nation that really take trade by sea to advance before the emerging of superpower. So including stock exchange, including trading, including shipping. So and they're still doing it today, but not as the way it was forced at those days. So I'm taking one of the common Dutch quotes, and this one say that you can never cross the ocean until you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. So that tells you a lot about the Dutch people. And so why this isn't a very common quote in Dutch. It is a beautiful one. It is deep, true, and remind us of the need to take risk and step outside our comfort zone. So this is a culture that allows taking risk. They take calculated risk, and you can see in the way the society is structured, the way the country is structured, even in the way they tackle race society issues like drugs, like cannabis, so like prostitutions. So you can see that they were comfortable to talk about it. They were also comfortable to take a risk and confronting it. While many other society will do everything to push it under the public places, under the pushes, they hidden it somewhere, but it's there. It's part of the conundrums that each and every society. So the Netherlands is not your average European country, from my personal experience, and for many reasons. And I hope I will be able to explain this reason in a way that it will inspire you, encourage you to want to visit the place if you haven't. So it is a place of liberation. One of the reasons why you will love the place, one of the reasons why you will firstly observe when you arrive in the country. It depends where you go. If you go to Amsterdam, where many people go, or Rotterdam, or there's other many towns and cities in the country that you can visit. If you really like green space and you like serene and quiet, you might not want to go to Amsterdam. So, with permissive policies towards socially acceptable behavior and leave room for imagination, so you ask yourself, how could a country be comfortable having a marijuana cafe bar in the open and public places? But this is society that being forwardness and direct and able to look into society complex, difficult topics, issues to deal with. And they find a way to deal with it. And even when I was there, I've seen people fly from Sweden, Norway to visit the country just to attend the bar. I was staying in the hotel and I met this stranger that he was also staying in the hotel and we were chatting. And he asked me what's my plan today. And I said, I'm going to take some pictures. I'm going to do some bike ride. So I asked him, and he said, oh, he's going to do all those things. And he's also going to go to the bar and he's going to go to the red light street. And I said, okay, I heard about it. So we went together. So I was stay outside because the smell inside the bar was too strong for me to stay there. But what I observe is the relaxed attitude the whole of the city of the resident have toward it. And even when I'm catching up with the local, having a conversation with them, it really surreal how they're able to tolerate and support it. So the country boasts well-kept parks, and I think it's only place that I've really said I've been captivated by parks. The way it was intentionally designed and reflect, and it's so big enough that you're accommodating people that play, people that skating, people that walking, people that sit down, people that wanted to sit. So there's so much things going on there. It depends on what you want to choose. So the biking culture mirrored the Nordic commitment to environmental awareness. My journey was brave, but it was intentional, educational, and engaging. By talking to locals, engaging in deep conversations, and observing daily life, I identified 5 standard lessons, insight that can be valuable when applied appropriately. So next time you go to Holland or Netherlands, pay attention to these 5 things. Ask local questions that will confirm and validate it. So personally, I almost concluded that it is a country of giants, not only in stature, but in their historical influence on world power and trade. So the stock market today, the country like Holland contributed to it. So the atmosphere of the major city like Amsterdam is a fusion of electrifying energy and intrigue that will surround you all your stay. And it's worth sightseeing. Should we talk about the friendliness and the boldness of the country? Are immediately noticeable the moment you arrive to the country. Or do you want to talk about the well-connected transport systems? So, before I talk about the 5 lessons that I learned travel in Amsterdam, Rotterdam, or the Holland generally, before you embark on your travel, it is important to ensure you have a reliable travel insurance. Why did I say this? I've had unfortunate stories of travelers facing emergency health insurance, health incident, without any coverage. I got the email at work of a parent trying to raise money for their children that got stuck and have a serious medical needs in Thailand, and their parent had to go fund me to raise money for them because he didn't have any health insurance. He didn't have any travel insurance either. And they were paying around 2,000 every day, £2,000. They borrow money from the bank and it's still in coma. So there's no light travel. So if you're going to take travel like that, you need to protect your income, you need to protect your wealth, you need to also protect yourself and protect your family. So adventure is great, but common sense should always come first. So visiting the Netherlands can teach you a lot. Here are 5 key lessons that I personally learned from being in Amsterdam and Rotterdam. Number 1, biking is a way of life. The Dutch prioritize cycling over cars with dedicated bike lanes everywhere, even in the park. You will quickly learn to navigate traffic on 2 wheels and appreciate how biking can be a convenient, eco-friendly, and healthy mode of transport. Number 2, direct communication is key. The Dutch are known for their straightforwardness. I experienced this in the restaurants, I experienced this in the hotel, I even experienced it in the park. They value honesty and efficiency in conversations, which might feel blunt at first, but it's refreshing once you get used to it. You will learn to appreciate clear and no-nonsense communication. Number 3, work-life balance matters. The Netherlands consistently rank high in work-life balance. Many people work part-time, and there is a strong culture of enjoying life outside of work. Whether that means traveling, socializing, or just relaxing. Number 4, the weather can be unpredictable, and this will be familiar for people that live in the UK as well. So 1 minute it is sunny, the next it's pouring rain. You will quickly learn to always carry a raincoat or umbrella and embrace the Dutch mindset of going with the flow when it comes to the weather. So they don't force about it. They just get themselves prepared for it. You say it even when they ride the bike, even when people walk in the park under the rain. Another thing that I pick up, which is common in most countries today as well, at the time, it wasn't something that's very common to see, but in Netherlands, cash is useless. So the Dutch rely heavily on debit cards and digital payment. Many places don't even accept cash. So you will need to get comfortable using contactless payment and banking apps. I hope this message helps someone. Finally, the Netherlands takes travel experience to another level, including its unique approach to trade and even marital customs. So add it to your bucket list. You won't regret visiting the country. So I hope this message helps someone. If your plan is to visiting Netherlands, so start from the place where you will be more able to explore, even if you have a limited budget. Amsterdam is great, Rotterdam is great, other city and town in Netherlands is great as well. But it depends on your budget and the times and the day you want to spend there. So I hope this message inspires someone to consider travel as a means of growth. It was come for me, and I've come for many people, and it will be helpful for a lot of people in the future as well. So I hope this message help you. So if you like one or two things to say or contributing to this particular topic, please visit our website at www.lifeforlivingwell.com and make your view known about it. Thank you and have a wonderful week. Ciao.